What's going on, guys? Shadow Rog here and welcome back to the channel. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Today we've got day 2 of the Ancients Recovered event, so we're going to be raiding Regieleki. Hopefully we can get that shiny, and hopefully that shiny will have a background. That'd be pretty fantastic. So with that being said, let's get into it. We have our first Regieleki brought down, and hopefully we can get one relatively soon with the background and the shiny. That way we can move on to eggs. We didn't really get much of a chance yesterday with all of the raids that we had to do, but let's go ahead and see how we start today's video off. It is going to be not shiny and a 1578. You want a 1602 for the hundo. Well, we got this Regieleki caught, but it does not have a background, and like I said, a 1602 would be your hundo, so that's definitely not it. We are back with our second Regieleki, and let's see if this one will be shiny. I didn't catch the CP on it, so we'll be surprised together. And survey says it is not shiny and a 1547, so it's gonna be pretty bad. All right, we've got a caught, but does this one have a background? Surely does not. We got several Regielekis, or not Regielekis, but we got several Registeals yesterday with backgrounds, but you know, it is what it is. Sometimes it takes a while. We've got Regieleki number 3 brought down, maybe third luck's the charm. We'll see if that's true on this one. And are you a shiny at least? No, not shiny, and a 1566. So no shiny, no hundo, but maybe there's a possibility for a background. All right, nice and easy catch, and still no background, but you know, it's only our third one. We've got another Regieleki here. Hopefully we can get the shiny with the background soon. That way we can hatch eggs. We didn't really get to hatch many yesterday, so I'd like to get to hatch quite a few today if we could, but our first goal is to get this shiny background, and let's see if this one will be shiny. It is not, and a 1547. We've got it caught, and hopefully this one isn't as stubborn as the Registeel. The Regirock and Regice didn't take us too many, but it took a few. But the Registeel took us quite a few, I think over 30 to get that one. But let's go ahead and see, are you gonna have the background? Definitely not, so that's unfortunate. It is time for Regieleki raid number 5. You guys ready to see something cool? And here it is. Boom. Just kidding. And a 1584. So not a hundo. Remember, 1602 is what you're looking for. But, you know, maybe it will finally have a background. Can you save it with a background? And you did. So we got the background for it. Now we just need it to shine and have that background. We've got another Regieleki. Let's see if we can go back-to-back backgrounds with a shiny on top this time. And survey says it is not shiny, and a 1567. I'm really enjoying how easy these are to catch. They did it for the live Go Fest events as well. It is really nice, but no back-to-back backgrounds. That's all right. What's up, guys? We are back, and we're at like 10 raids for the day, and I was just kind of looking at my Regis. We caught 39 Registeals, and we'd seen 40 before we got a shiny, so we doubled the odds there. But it's crazy because then I looked at the Regice. We have a shiny Regice, and then we have a shiny Shadow Regice, and we're only 26 raids in on that one. And then we also have a shiny Regirock and a shiny Shadow Regirock, and we're only 16 raids in on that one. So RNG is just crazy. But we've got this research here. Let's see if any of these will be shiny, and maybe we'll get the shiny Regidrago with the background. That'd be pretty sick. And the first one's going to be a Regirock. Don't really need that one, and it's 504, so, but we've got a chance for level 1 Regis, which is pretty fun. All right, encounter number 2. This should be the Regice, I think. Are you gonna be a shiny? No, you are not. 1040. Regice has been caught, and it's okay. We didn't check that Regirock, so let's go ahead and do that. I kind of just spaced it after thinking it was a raid, but you know, sometimes that happens, and it's not very good. All right, Registeel, do we get another shiny? No, we do not. 743. That'd been real cool to get, you know, shinies on back-to-back encounters. We did one remote raid when I was editing, and we got the shiny, so that was pretty freaking nice. All right, the next encounter is going to be the Regigigas Not Shiny 1939. All right, this Regigigas has been caught after a few throws. I want to put up a little bit of a fight, and it's not very good, so oh well. And then this one should be a Regieleki. Can we get a shiny? We did not. And a 376. All right, we got this Regieleki caught, and 376 is a 98. That'd have been crazy if that was a hundo. And then we're gonna get a Regidrago, which is not shiny, and a 474. Regidrago's caught 474 is not good at all. But now we can go ahead and collect all these candies. And if you haven't, please give the video a like. I'd really appreciate it. And let me know down in the comments how your Regi researches went. I do have a friend that got a 93 shiny Registeel with the background, which that's pretty crazy. But we are going to choose. So I chose to go Registeel the second time. And let's see if we can get a shiny with the background like our friend Bubbles did. Let's go ahead and collect these candies. And survey says it is not shiny, and a 749. So, you know, it was worth a shot. This will be like our 4th or 5th one with the background though, so we didn't really need this one with the background, we needed it shiny with the background. But like I said, our friend Bubbles doesn't really care about the background, so she's willing to trade me her shiny Registeel background, which is pretty nice. And if we don't get one, I'll probably do it because I want to get a shiny of each of these with the background. And of course, there's the background, but a 749 could be a hundo, and it is not even close. And so we have a third one. I thought we were only gonna get one of these, but I guess we're getting more, so let's go ahead and hit 6 more raids and then collect all these again. We're back, and when I'm riding my bike, I always have my headphones in, and I'm just jamming, and I was just trying to knock out some raids so we can collect that research, but we were able to get this, a shiny Regieleki, so that's pretty freaking awesome. 1582 isn't terrible. Let's hope that it has the background. That would be phenomenal. Then we could go hatch some eggs for a little bit, but it all depends. Does this have the background? That would make our second shiny background. So I'm hoping. And we gotta register it. Nah, I forgot. But once we get that done, yes, let's freaking go. 2 of them with the background. That is awesome. So, man, I'm so happy about that. So that's the Regi Rock with the background shiny and the Regieleki with the background shiny. Now let's go hatch some eggs for a little bit, take a little break from the raids. I might still do some, you know, some of you guys, subscribers that are inviting me, I'll probably join in some of your raids just to help you guys out. But we are pretty good on Regieleki, so that's pretty freaking awesome. That worry is over. We are back with some more research. We're gonna kind of go a little bit faster through this one, that way we don't take as much time. But the first one is a shiny Regirock, so that's pretty cool. The 592. Let's go ahead and see if it's something good at a 592. We've got it caught, and I really wish we would have saved a shiny for the background, but at a 592, terrible, but we'll take it. Encounter number 2 is going to be a Regice and a 411. Yeah, let's go ahead and check this real quick. It's okay. Next should be a Registeel, and it is not mint green, an 835. The stats for this one are pretty good. It's a 96. That would have been awesome if it was a hundo. Up next, I believe, is Regigigas, which is not blue, and a 1468. Hey, 1468 looks like that, kind of. Next should be a Regieleki, and it is not a shiny, but we got that one earlier with the background, which is pretty freaking awesome. So if you haven't subscribed yet, please do. I'd really appreciate it. We are 2 out of 6, so we've still got quite a bit of work to do. But maybe we can be 3 out of 6 once we finish this research. 1332, not a hundo. And for our Regidrago, not shiny, and 1146. 1146 is terrible, almost the floor. We've got another path, and we chose Regidrago, and we've chose Registeel. I think I'm gonna go with Regiice this time. Maybe it'll be the shiny with the background. We can only hope. And let's go ahead and check it. Will you be shiny? You are, yes, let's go. That is 3 of the 6 that we need. Pretty freaking awesome. I'm so glad we chose that one. And really, we're guaranteed 4 of the 6 as of now, because our friend Bubbles has a Registeel with a background. I'd like to catch one of our own, but if we don't, I will definitely take that. And another shiny with a background. 1465 is almost the floor, but I don't care. Shiny with the background, that is freaking awesome. Let's go. And we've got more research, so I'm wondering if you can just keep doing this. If that's the case, we're definitely gonna get those shinies with backgrounds. So next we're gonna target Registeel. All right guys, we're back. We're gonna go ahead and wrap this video up with this next page of Legendary Giants. Maybe we'll get something good from it. So I haven't really hatched as many eggs as I would like. I haven't really got anything too good, but you know, it is what it is. I'm having a good time raiding, so hopefully you're enjoying it as well. But let's go ahead and see what we get from here. The first one I believe is the Regieleki, which we don't need. So luckily it wasn't shiny. I mean, unless it wanted to be a Shundo, we would definitely take that. But the chances of that are pretty low. I'd like to get another background. I know I've got 2 today, but would be really cool to get another background shiny and then only have 2 left. That'd be really fantastic. Hey, let's go ahead and check this one out, and it is the floor. So 1022 is a floor. Encounter number 2 is the Regieleki not shiny and a 410. Maybe we'll get a hundo out of one of these. That'd be pretty exciting as well. And 410 is definitely not a hundo. Encounter number 3 is the Registeel, not a mint green, and a 34. That might be a level 1. That'd be pretty freaking cool. That would definitely be pretty cool. Let's go ahead and catch it and take a look. I think it's 200 to evolve up from, yeah, a 200 Stardust. So that is a level 1 Registeel. Pretty cool. Definitely gonna keep that one. Encounter number 4 is gonna be the Regigigas not shiny 1452. A 1452 is not any good. All right, Regieleki is going to be not shiny and a 1414. But a 1414 is not a hundo. And then the Regidrago is not shiny and a 1659. Let's check out a 1659 on a Regidrago. Man, these have just been terrible. The only cool thing is that level 1. But we still have a Regi encounter with the background, so I think we're gonna go with Registeel. And let me explain why. So we have Regirock, we have Regice, and we have Regieleki. Regigigas and Regidrago still have upcoming days, and Friday everything will be available, but if we could get that done before Friday, then we don't have to worry. So I think we're gonna go Registeel. If that makes sense to you, let me know down in the comments. Let me know what you chose, or which ones you have chosen. Now let's go ahead and collect these candies, and then we'll see, will this be a shiny? It is. Let's freaking go. Let us freaking go. Man, that's awesome. We got 3 done today, so we got half of them today. That is pretty freaking awesome, and that's back to back on the research. The last one was the Regice, as you guys seen, but that is freaking amazing. We will definitely take that. And a 180, I have no idea if that's any good. Imagine if that was the level 1. Level 1 shiny with a background, that'd have been really rare, but we'll take this one. Maybe it'll be good. That's pretty freaking awesome. I'm super stoked about that. And it is not super great, but you know, we'll take it. We got it. That's awesome. We'll go ahead and take a look at our shinies for the day. Today we caught 11. The most we've ever caught without an event is 12, so that's pretty close to the record. We got a couple Teddy Ursas, a Geodude, and a couple Machops, along with all the Regis that we got. So we got this Regi from a raid while I was editing, and it was not too good. And the Teddy Ursa, the Machop, another Machop, neither one of them any good. We got the Regieleki with the background, pretty sick. Regirock from the research, and then we also got, in that same research, we got the Regice with the background, which was pretty cool. And then we got another Regieleki from a remote raid. I didn't record that because you guys have seen enough of those, I'm sure. And Geodude, another Teddy Ursa. And we got the Registeel with the background, so that's pretty freaking awesome. We went from having 0 Registeels at 40 encounters to 2 shinies at 42 encounters. Pretty awesome. I think we're at 42 encounters. We're at 45 encounters, my bad. All right guys, that's gonna do it for today's video. If you liked it, please consider leaving a like. That'd be greatly appreciated. And let me know down in the comments how your Regi research is going or how your raids are going. Let me know down in the comments. And if you want to see more of this content, you can check it out right here, and then you can subscribe on the other side. I'd really appreciate that. It'd really help out the channel. So with that being said, I'll see you next time.